Welcome to the AI debate series, where ancient wisdom meets modern intelligence. Today's question: which spiritual practice transforms faster? Sadhguru's Shambhavi Mahamudra or Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Sudarshan Kriya? Both are world-renowned practices credited with transforming millions. But what makes one faster than the other? And what does faster even mean in spiritual growth? Let's find out. Joining us are two modern masters of inner engineering, Sadhguru and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Let's begin. Sadhguru, when people ask which practice transforms faster, what are they actually asking? Sadhguru, smiling. They are asking for instant coffee in the name of spirituality. Transformation is not about speed, it's about depth. Shambhavi Mahamudra doesn't promise you fireworks in 10 days. It rewires how your energy functions. You begin to live with a different level of balance, which naturally leads to clarity and joy. Sri Sri, your response. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, gentle smile. True. But transformation can also be experienced quickly if the technique works with your emotions and breath. Sudarshan Kriya is rhythmic, powerful, and immediate. People feel lighter after just one session. It's like washing the mind clean of stress. So while depth is important, accessibility also matters. So Sadhguru emphasizes depth. Sri Sri emphasizes accessibility. But let's explore the neuroscience. Studies on Sudarshan Kriya show reduced cortisol and improved emotional regulation within 2 weeks. Sadhguru, does Shambhavi show similar measurable effects? Sadhguru, absolutely. The neuroscientists at Indiana University found that regular Shambhavi practitioners show increased coherence between brain hemispheres and improved heart rate variability. These are not just stress relief markers. They indicate a shift in the fundamental balance of your system. Sri Sri, exactly, and both practices point to the same direction, harmony. The question is not which practice is scientifically better, but which suits your temperament. One works through energy alignment, the other through rhythmic breath. Sadhguru, can you explain how Shambhavi works internally? Sadhguru, your breath is the bridge between body and mind. Shambhavi is not merely breathwork. It's a way of aligning your prana, your life energies, so your body, mind, emotion, and energy move in one direction. When this happens, stillness becomes your natural state. You don't have to chase peace, you become it. And Sri Sri, what's happening internally during Sudarshan Kriya? Sri Sri, in Sudarshan Kriya, the breath flows in cyclical rhythms, slow, medium, and fast. This variation helps release deep-rooted emotional patterns. Think of it like waves cleaning the shore again and again. The result? A natural sense of joy, even without effort. Let's get real. Some practitioners online claim they felt dizzy or emotionally overwhelmed after intense breathwork. Others say they felt disoriented after Shambhavi. How safe are these practices? Truly, Sadhguru, safety comes from awareness. If you're doing something powerful, you must do it properly. That's why at Isha, Shambhavi is taught in a structured initiation, not from a YouTube video. It's not a breathing exercise, it's a consecrated process. Sri Sri, I agree. Techniques must be guided by a trained teacher. Sudarshan Kriya is safe because it's taught step by step by certified instructors. The breath is powerful. It can heal or unbalance depending on how you use it. So guidance is essential, not optional. So it seems Sudarshan Kriya focuses on emotional cleansing, while Shambhavi focuses on energy balance. But which approach gives faster emotional relief? Sri Sri, when people cry, laugh, and feel light during Kriya, that's emotional detox. It's quick, visible, and deeply relieving. Many who suffered depression for years found peace in weeks. Sadhguru, yes, but emotions are like waves. They come and go. Shambhavi doesn't just settle emotions. It changes the ocean itself. When the inner chemistry becomes blissful, you don't need to handle emotions. They naturally align. Recent fMRI scans show that after Shambhavi, there's increased activation in the anterior cingulate cortex, linked to compassion and self-control. Meanwhile, Sudarshan Kriya shows stronger activity in the insula, connected to emotional awareness. In short, one tunes your energy, the other your emotion. So, can we say one is faster for the mind and the other for the heart? Sadhguru, chuckling. Maybe. If you're more emotional, breath-based practice might hit you faster. If you're more contemplative, energy work will take you deeper. Shri Shri. Exactly. No competition here. The goal is not speed, but freedom. Choose what resonates. Both are doors to the same infinite. So both masters agree. It's not about who's faster, but who's more aligned with your temperament. But let's imagine a scenario. Someone living a fast-paced urban life under constant pressure, digital fatigue, anxiety. Which practice would help that person more immediately? Shri Shri. For such a person, Sudarshan Kriya offers immediate calm. Within one session, the breath resets your nervous system. Sadhguru. If the goal is relief, yes. But if the goal is transformation, you must invest time. Shambhavi turns relief into realization. You won't just feel better, you'll start being better. Listening to both of you, it's clear. Sudarshan Kriya is like cleansing the mirror. Shambhavi is like turning on the light. One cleans, the other illuminates. Both needed. So maybe the real answer isn't which transforms faster, but what kind of transformation you seek. Shri Shri. Well said. Breath is life, use it wisely, and peace follows. Sadhguru. And awareness is the foundation. Once your energies are aligned, even your breath becomes a joyful song. Here's the practical takeaway. If you want quick relief from stress and emotional overwhelm, try a guided session of Sudarshan Kriya with a certified instructor. If you're seeking deep, sustained inner balance, consider learning Shambhavi Mahamudra through proper initiation and disciplined practice. Above all, seek guidance, start gently, and prioritize safety. If this discussion gave you clarity, do 3 simple things. 1. Like this video to support more high-value debates. 2. Comment below. Tell us which practice you'd try first and why. Or share your experience if you already practice either one. 3. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss future AI-moderated conversations with spiritual masters. Thank you for watching. Breathe deep, stay curious, and explore with care.